Good morning. So I apologize for not being there today, but today you're going to have to learn a little bit about something you already know about, areas of rectangles. So our essential question is, how can I make rectangles out of algebra tiles? And our learning objective is, I will be able to represent the area of a rectangle as both a product and a sum. Remember that product means multiply, and sum means add. Okay, so first let's review what our area of our rectangle is. Remember, our formula for area of a rectangle is base times height. Okay, so if I look at this guy over here, the base of my rectangle, which would be down here, would be 50. The height, so this is my base, the height of my rectangle would be 20. So what I would do is I would do 50 times 20. 5 times 2 is 10 with 2 zeros behind it, so 1,000 centimeters squared. Okay, this one over here is called our product because we are multiplying two things. This number here is called our sum because that is actually representing that if I were to cut this up into little squares, I would have 1,000 little tiny squares inside of that big rectangle. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to make rectangles out of some algebra tiles. Okay, and you will practice this on Desmos. So you'll go to it. The next couple slides, this is where you're going to work on. Okay, so here's our first thing. When you go to this slide, okay, it says click here for algebra tiles. I click there, okay, and it pulls up our algebra tiles. Okay, so I need 1x squared tile. I need 7 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then if I scroll down here, I need 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you're always going to start and you're always going to put the x squared in the bottom. That helps us out a lot. Okay, now you cannot connect these squares to this. This doesn't work because remember, if I put 3 squares, it's too big. If I put 2 squares, it's too small. The only thing I can put next to an x squared is an x. Okay, so if I line up, click on it once and it will turn, or it will change to negative. Click on it twice, double click, and it changes its orientation, or it flips it. So if I take this and put these here, okay, well, where do I need to put the ones? The only place the ones can go is the ones have to go up here. So I put 3 of my ones there, which means that one of these x's needs to go here, but I got to turn it. So I double click and it turns, and then it fits in like a puzzle. Okay, so I could add another one up top here, and then I could add 3 more ones here. Okay, I could add another one up here, and then that would give me 3 ones here. But then I have an issue because I could add 1 here, but then I wouldn't have enough to make a full rectangle. Okay, so let me take one of these and reflip it. Okay, and these are literally just puzzles. So sometimes you get it the first time and sometimes you have to move things around. So there we go. I have now made a perfect rectangle. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. What you would have to do after this is you are going to take a screenshot. Okay, you're going to take a screenshot. If you can't remember how to take a screenshot, Google it. And then you're going to add a screenshot into each problem that you have. Okay, you're going to add a screenshot into the problem. So now let's go back to our problem here. And what I've done is I've put the rectangle as a picture down here. So this is what your screenshot would look like. Okay, and our goal is to write the area as a base times the height. So if I look at my base here, remember your base is just this bottom line right here. That's your base. So this would be x, this would be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, just like we did with our perimeter. So this would be x plus 5. My height would be this piece here. So this one would be x, a 1 and a 1. So that would be x plus 2. Okay, and now I can write it out as a product and as a sum. So my product, remember, my product is my base times my height. So x plus 5 is my base. X plus 2 is my height. That is the same rectangle as my sum, and my sum would be just what's on the inside. In fact, this here is my sum. So my sum would just be x squared plus 7x plus 10. And then there we go. There's my product and my sum. These two things are the exact same as are representing the exact same rectangle. So I could write it out in either way. Either I could write it out as a product or a sum. Okay, and that is what you are going to be doing today. So you have 11 more slides, okay, to get through. Sorry, it's taking a little while. So for example, here is slide 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a screenshot or this rectangle using those algebra tiles. Okay, if you come up here and click the plus sign, you can go down to an image. You click on image, and then wherever you saved that picture, you would just insert it in and it would show up here, and then you'd go on to the next slide. Okay. At the end of the class hour with about 5 minutes left, you will have a worksheet or an exit slip that has 2 problems. Be sure you pick that up from your teacher. You can stop this video, you can rewind it. Okay, this is yours, so make sure you use it to help you finish.